Hi guys, Anderman here and welcome back to Anderland, my single player survival world, and I want to start off today's episode with an apology. A few episodes ago I did mention that I wanted to try and go through this series, or as far as I can, without using the F3 key, the X, Y, Z coordinates, the light level, all that sort of stuff. And then last episode, whilst I was down where I can see it in the background over there, doing the warehouse, I used the F3 key because I was checking out the light levels inside the warehouse just to make sure they're okay. I totally forgot about using it, and then I recorded a segment with us. It's still long because if you press it, you forget about it, you just get used to it being there, and then that's it. You've recorded a bit there. I didn't realise until I was actually checking it online and making sure it was okay, and then it was too late at that point. I thought, I know what, I'll apologise. What I have done, there is a game rule which you can do. You can set it. So if I press F3 now, my frame rate is dropping off for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. But the X, Y, Z has gone. The light levels have gone. I've removed the information. So with that not being there, I'll basically not have any reason to use it. So I've done that now. So that's all good. That was actually one of the rules. I did say I set that rule with myself at the beginning of this series. What I'd also set as well is the rule that I wasn't going to do any strip mining. Ignore the rule, we'll get onto that in a minute. Because I find strip mining boring, to be totally honest. It's so tedious, going backwards and forwards constantly all the time. Just for hours upon end, because it's dull and what have you. I thought if I find diamonds, I'll find them through caving. In offense, I do go in the mines and do big long tunnels, just getting stone, because I use stone for all the buildings as we go along, so that's all going to be needed. So I do that sort of stuff. But going down, aiming to go to level 11, do big long columns and side shoots off, just looking for diamonds, I'm not doing that. If I find diamonds, I find them through caving. So I will do it that way. So since last episode, what have I done? Well, the wall is started. That's the wall thing. We'll go look at it in a minute. Just put the first markings of it out, just so I've got it in place. I also went across over that direction across the sea. There's those mountains. I popped over there. It was one evening. I wanted to do a little bit of caving, so I went over there, did some caving, found some diamonds, and I also died. I was actually down one cave. Didn't realise there was a small hole in the ceiling. I was fighting a couple of creepers. I heard a sizzle. Think it was all the creepers I was fighting, and it wasn't. A creeper dropped down right behind me and took me out basically. So I did that. I've also, there's a ravine down under the water there, which I didn't realise. But I was digging the shaft in the mines, and I broke through to the ocean. So I swum up. Made some water breathing potions, had a quick look around it. I think I got one diamond and a few other bits and bobs. There was also a shipwreck down there with nothing particular in it, and a ruin where I got into the underwater ruins where there was a treasure chest which had a fishing rod with mending on it. Just mended, nothing else. That's down in one of the chests in the village. So I've done a bit of fishing and I've got everything, fish and a pair of leather boots. That was it. So yeah, you're up to date now with what I've been doing. That's it, no one building. But what I would like to do first, I did some enchanting as well. I got Adam efficiency 4 pickaxe. I then got an unbreaking 3 pickaxe and I merged them, and I've got this one. So this is like my working pickaxe now, and I've got that sword. So they're the only 2 bits of enchanting I've done. What I would like to do first is get some blaze powder, 2 ender pearls, 2 eyes of ender, and we're going to make ourselves our first 2 ender chests. And I'm going to put 1 ender chest here, and I put the other one down in the town hall. So everything in here now. I'm going to take it out of here. I have to find another use for this chest, I think. I'll take that gold if it's not in use anymore. I'll put the wither skull, I'll put it in this chest. this is my what's the wheel in there? This is my nether chest. I've got anything. I've sorted out all my mob drops. I spread them all out now. And I took the wood out of here, and I've taken it down to the wooden the docks storage there. The wood's all in there, so I've just spaced out just some more stuff in here. So let's just pop this in here. A little bit of iron on it. And basically running backwards and forwards with my diamonds. I think I've still got a few down there. I have looked next enchant for pickaxe. Down the enchanted set is a. I'm going to use that. Just to say, I don't know why I've not used it. It's, what did I say it was? A silk touch. So I put the next pickaxe there in its place ready. It was silk touch, so that is going to get used. I don't know how much these give you. I've never used one before. So just break it. Oh, well, there we go. Hardly anything, but there we go. I suppose if you're low level, it might seem like getting more. So we'll head down here. I've also thinned the cows down a bit as well. They've reduced in number. So this is my fishing supplies. Oh, a piece of leather as well. So there we go. Loads of fish, and that's it. So I think I might need to get a fishing rod with lure or look and see on it as well, and just merge them together. And what I have done as well, oh yes, I did some mapping. We've got a mesa just there. Went over this side, that's the island where we got the first treasure. There's might be there possibly. There's an ocean monument over there. There's one also down here as well. And then, yes, we have a mesa over here. So I didn't go on land at all. That was just basically sailing around the edge of it. I ran out of sugarcane at that point, so I've not done the rest. So that's the mountain range over there. So obviously I'll get these done as I go along as well. So that's my next pickaxe ready there. So what we're going to do is just break a few of those down. I don't know why I bother because there's a big stack of it already there. So that's our diamonds we've got. I've got 3 diamonds left. So we can get that from both places. That's good. Oh, that's my first ever armour. It was all getting quite worn, so I retired it and kept it. My first ever shield. So there we go. So that's where I'm at the moment. I've moved the sugarcane over here. And I do believe the sun is going down. So what I'm going to do is quickly just head out over here. Is there a boat over here? No. Where are my boats? Oh, I got the horse out of the boat. And I bought, there's another one over there. I bought a friend over for them, so I wasn't lonely. My boats over here. No, I don't know where my boats are. Let's quickly swim over here. There's Dolphin's Grace, thank you. You can see the sun coming down under the water. So that's the wall. It's not too bad at the moment so far. It is a bit bland on the front. I need to sort of decorate it up there and work out how I want to decorate it. But it just gives me a level to work with. I'll start putting a pathway in on the other side while I think of a design. Did try one design that, but I really didn't like it. Would have been fine if the wall had been straight, but as it wasn't. Oh, hi. Miss ya. Got ya. didn't really work, so I'll have to come up with something like that. I'm going to clear some of the sand out from down here as well, just so it's more flatted straight to the sea, and make sure the stone goes right under the water as well. Right, I'm going to go sleep the night away, and then we'll get on with doing a little bit of building today. So I'll see you shortly. Right, here we are. This was a little pond. I went back down into the mines below us where they had those two spawners together, and I've nipped out the mossy cobble. I don't have vines, so I can't make any mossy cobble at the moment. And what you can do in this texture pack is make benches. Just fill my bucket. So if I put this workbench down here, so if I do that and there's light grey, it creates a light grey bed, but it's textured as a bench, which is absolutely wonderful. So what I thought I'd do is, as I've been looking around, sort of working out, wrapping up, tying up the back of this, we've got this down here, this here, and over here we've got, excuse me, you're not a cow. You do realise that, don't you? And there's also a cow. There pretend to be a sheep as well. So there we go. So obviously we've got this down there, so we need to start decorating down this side as well. But I'm just trying to start, not working from one island to another, but just see where non-buildings or maybe some decorations will be going to sort of finalise and finish off certain areas. We've got some buildings planned for further down there, so we'll do them shortly. That's basically floated. I know what happened. We had a creeper blaster, didn't we? Yes, I think a creeper was in the area recently. There we go. But now this pond, I want to do something with this pond, just decorate it up a bit, tidy it up. No, I keep forgetting I've not got any enchantments, so when you go underwater, you ain't doing a thing. Just clear up bottom of this pond a little bit. And I can get some of this mossy goblin and some stone and some andesite. This is slow, isn't it? There we go. Let's take up some of the bottom bit as well. Just put a bit of andesite in there. Take that one out, that's gone a bit too overboard there. Also got half slabs, stairs and half slabs. Do I need to also water? Oh. There we go. Just need to waterlog the stair as well. Just try and yeah, as I've been digging down, it doesn't waterlog them. So just like that around the bottom, do a little bit more around the edges. So let me get that done, and then we'll come back and do the around the outside. Alright, we're back. Just set the net away. We've got a visitor. Oh, you're disguising with the grass, aren't you? Thank you. Any more around here? There we are. Quick sweep of the area. A common place I find they hide is in these nooks around here. They're very sneaky, these creepers. There we go. I think we're all good. There's no more around here. Fine. Right, so we've got... Put it back in the chest. No, where have I put that bed? There it is. So, it would be nice now. I can put in here. One there. And then if we just make another white bed. And dye it grey. Here. There we go. We've got a couple of benches around the pond. What I've also brought as well is an oak sapling, so a street light there. So I'm going to put the oak sapling back a little bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will take a while to come in. I'm not wasting my bone meal on it, so I don't have a vast supply of bone meal. I'll let it take its time. I bought some sugar cane. Yeah, I thought it did that. Start putting things in place bit by bit. Some of these rose bushes, which I think are very nice. That's what limited flowers I do have at the moment. We will. Yeah, that's okay there. Seeds. Actually, the wheat texture is different, isn't it? Do I want some of that around the edge of it? I think we might have to put the odd one away, get away with the odd one. If I just... It might look like some of the seeds have come across from the farmer's field and perhaps settled down here. And then we'll get some bone meal. I'll just take away the big grass in front of me. I will bone meal up the back here as well. I think I'd like to get some sea pickles for underneath. Fences. I'm going to grab some fences actually. Put a little fence down the side of the one pond as well. I haven't labelled the chests in here for the wood, but I know that's spruce, oak, etc. You just see it as a warehouse, a bit more open. Wouldn't be as labelled as much, so whilst I'm here. Some bone meal in there. So maybe just down. This is a little bit of a safety barrier. Let's turn this more. I'm just trying to keep everything away from the tree. I don't know what stops it, whether anything will stop it growing or not. And we'll just burn a little bit around it back here. It just really just helps it rather than have a flat path. There we go. I'm just going a bit crazy with the bone meal now. There we go. So now we've tied up our little pond area. That is now usable by the people around there. The sugarcane will grow in time, as will the wheat. Just give a bit more variation in height as well, and that will eventually grow as well, so we'll take that away. Okay, that's so you, thank you. I had a comment on my last episode regarding the office down here. And so I suggested for office this big, we should have a coffee cup. Well, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I agree. Having a cup of tea as opposed to coffee. Grim, hope you're not offended. Grim Optimist suggested a cup of coffee on the desk. Yes, I agree with that totally. So, but I've done tea instead because that's my drink of choice. But yeah, I've got a cup on the desk over there. What I also realised as well is I could probably do that, and as well add a bit of colour into the warehouse. Let me just get a couple of these. Let's go have a little try now before I finish off this episode today. I think I'm going to go with... Oh, clever. I think I'm going... Oh, excuse me. I think I'm going to go with this height for the wall. And I was trying to decide what flooring to do for the pathway around here. I was going to change it from this, but I'm not sure. This it makes a nice distinctness with the grass. So that doesn't work, does it? So, wrong material. Bring this down one now. Do I want to bring it down one or do I want to keep it this height? I think I'm going to keep it at this height. And then I can put benches on it, whatever. If you take it down one level, even though it's for the half slab, it doesn't always work as well, because if you want to put benches on it, they'll be floating. So this will give us a walkway. Like so. Just give that a bit more room. I've got some dirt with me as well. So for these gaps I'll fill these in. Just to give that a bit of extra. Just it levels it off. I don't mind dips in it, and I don't want everything to be at this level. I'll bring everything down to this level. We need to decorate the top of this somehow as well, so that'll be done. Yeah, I think that works fine. because that floor, when it comes around to over here, let's quickly run to the side of the island. And that flooring will work down and sort of tie in to here. So I'll start bringing that flooring in level with here, like so. I mean, something like this, I will have to sort of bring in a couple of levels, which is fair enough. I suppose not, I can just do that, and then we'll just level this off this way, and so forth like that. Actually, we might even want to just, if I just alter that height slightly like that. And fall down like that. So it'll be sort of like so, it just merges into this path. I might actually just bring that cobblestone into there anyway. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this pathway all the way around the edge, and we'll see what it'll look like from there. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, we've got this all in now. Been filling in the dirt as well to give us a flat level. Took down this wall of dirt here and leveled it off a bit, so you've got this tight corner here, which is fair enough. Extended that down, add a couple of logs on the bottom bit just so it doesn't look like it's balanced on the dirt. I've also took away all the sand what was around here as well. Just get rid of you, and that comes all the way onto here. I think I might just bring this out a little bit more. Like so. But I've got a bit more space now where I can think about what to do around this side here. I have got quite a bit of space here, so I might put in a couple of houses, maybe like bungalow houses, the one-story houses. I indicated that with my hand. You can't see my hand. Oh, I'm getting carried away now. I've got more dirt on me. Have I used all my dirt up? I've used all my dirt up. I'll just take that away then for the moment. So these guys will have to move somewhere. I'm not quite sure where yet. But yeah, I've got a bit of space down here, so might put in like a couple of smaller houses, maybe farm workers, something like that. The chicken, the nether wart will have to go, but I'm going to build like an apothecary, like a potion house. Again, I've got possibly space back here, maybe build a couple of houses going in. Back it up to the dirt as well, maybe clear this out so I've got a flatter wall, could do something like that. Not quite sure where the chickens are going to do, maybe have a chicken shop in town. Maybe that would be the answer. Do something like that, but yeah. So yeah, it's coming along now, it's so we've got to sort out a design for these walls here, all the way along here, something on top as well, and then start decorating the pathways around the edge up here, and some additional houses in, and that's just this end of the island. I have put a, you probably can't see it from over here, come on. Quick swim under the water. I actually found another underwater ravine somewhere just over there, as well as looking for squid. There, that's a base. We're going to do a lighthouse over there. I just worked out a base. I'm still working out what I'm going to do there, but I'm looking at maybe a lighthouse and maybe a lighthouse keeper's cottage as well. So that might not be, well, I think it might be staying, but it might be modified slightly. So that's to come as well. And I'm going to start extending the town over here. We've got all this space over here to build in. It's not a lot, but there's still plenty to be going on. I'm itching, I must admit, to get out there and start looking around, waiting for the 1.14 stuff to come along. Are you waiting for it as well? Are you looking forward to 1.14? I am. Going to see some new villagers, go and start doing some trading with them. and go get some more resources. We've only got spruce, oak and birch here, so it'd be nice to get some of the other woods in here, some of the colours, the dyes and so forth. So yeah, I don't know how stable the snapshots are. I'm not considering the snapshots at the moment. I'm just waiting for, I think, first pre-release. Once that's been out for a little bit and they're settled down, I will consider that, I suppose. I think that'll be an option for me. But I think we'll head over to the pond before we leave. I'm not going to wrap this episode up, but thank you very much for watching. There we go. If you've enjoyed this episode, thank you. Please leave a like. If you've really enjoyed it, consider subscribing. Comments, as usual, always welcome. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye. Oh, damn. Bye.